guys? I wanted to do a video diving into my brand new 13-track album Invictus to explain the meaning behind all the songs and their titles. So let's check it out. Alright, so with the first track, Auras, I wanted to have a song that kind of told the story about individuals with their energy, their vibes, and their auras. And I want it to be more of a colorful song. Truth be told, I wanted the first song on the album to just be heavy, but somehow this is how it came to be. I wanted a more mellow one, you know, in the end. So there's Auras. Now the second track, Catalyst, I wanted it to be heavy. It was actually supposed to be played on a 7-string, but it just didn't sound right. So I just wanted it to be heavy. It's like the catalyst towards something greater, you know, help speed up the way towards that direction, if you will, catalyst. And it's just got a lot of heavy riffage in it, a lot of cool rhythm parts, and I don't know, I thought it was a really cool second track. So the third one, Continuum, I wanted to start out with a almost eerie sounding acoustic kind of vibe, and I think I just about nailed it round the head with that one. And it just starts off kind of like has a spooky vibe, and then when the electric comes in, it just kind of slams and it hits you out of nowhere. And that song basically, that's just it. It's just continuous, you know, continuum. And you just, even if it's the everyday things you do each and every day, you know, you just continue to do so, continue towards that goal, continuum. Now the fourth track, Cycles of Eternity, it's kind of got a similar vibe as far as like the topic goes. Cycles of Eternity, it can be, you know, you go to work every day, you do the same thing over and over, just cycles. They just are endless, eternal, you know. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Every day we revolve around the sun, you know, cycles, endless, eternal, cycles of eternity. And I don't know, it's just a really upbeat kind of song, got a real cool vibe to it. Now the fifth track, Darkest Obsidian, this one to me, because like I said, I tracked this whole album while fighting COVID. It was a really dark time and a lot of other things going on in my life at the time when I tracked it. Darkest Obsidian is supposed to sound like, you know, a dark place, but you're trying to make your way out of it, coming out of that dark place, whether you're depressed, in a funk, going through something, which we all are. Darkest Obsidian is supposed to sound like coming out on top of that, you know, overcoming it, if you will. And I've had a couple people say it's like a bluesy kind of thing. I guess I'll take it. I did want it to be a more mellow song, more emotional kind of. So there you have it. Now the sixth track, Desolation, has a lot of, you know, some of Idol's vibes, like Gus G, Firewind, a lot of power metal stuff going on in this song. And it's just, you know, it's supposed to sound like, I always thought of like desert sands or plains, you know, it's just nothing there, desolate, desolation. And cool little nod to my guitars, Desolation series Charvels, but I don't know, that's what I thought of, you know, even if it's like, you feel like you're in a desolate place in your life, all alone, you can get past that, you know, just keep moving forward. Like the song's supposed to sound like forward momentum, you know, coming out of that desolation. Now the seventh song, which is the self-titled track, Invictus, it actually translates into unbreakable or undefeatable, and that's literally the whole point of this album, you know, especially after 2020, all of us went through more than we would like to admit. You're still here, you're still kicking, you're unbroken, you're undefeatable. Even if you are broken, you're still here, you pick the pieces up, put yourself back together, even better than before, keep moving forward. Invictus. Now Penumbra, years ago I had a friend that told me that translates into Dark Side of the Moon, a little nod to Pink Floyd if you will. I didn't intend for that song to come out sounding genty, but it did, and it just sounds really heavy. I even use slap bass to make it just have even more of a punch, and it's just supposed to sound heavy, like the Dark Side of the Moon, something dark, something heavy. Now Remember is the song I did for my mom, Lisa Carroll, and it's not just for me, it's for everyone. You're supposed to remember and reflect on the great times you've had, the memories, the positive vibes, remember that, you know. And very, very emotional song. And if you hadn't checked out the video, please do. It's on my YouTube channel. Very beautiful song, and my friend Drew helped me whip up the orchestral accompaniment, just help add to the vibe, made it even more of a masterpiece, if you will. Now, Revenant, which is the second single I dropped off this album, and the video is also on my YouTube, it was just supposed to sound heavy, like something wrecking havoc, a revenant, bane of something, if you will. And I don't know, I think I captured that vibe, and especially in the video with more metal than a sawmill, But I just want it to be more of an upbeat kind of song, kind of like you just want to swing at something, break something, if you will. So, Revenant. Now, Solaris is another space themed kind of song, if you will. It translates into sun, and I don't know, like, in a way, by this point in the album, it's kind of like you're coming out of that funk. Solaris, to me, translates into sun. It's kind of like a focal point, you want to keep moving, move towards that light, move towards the sun, come out of that dark place, if you will. Now, Tethers is a track about having like attachments, whether it's to someone or something, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but just value those attachments. And even if those people or things aren't of this world anymore, kind of like in the song Remember, just reflect back, treasure those tethers, those worldly things, if you will, just reflect back, appreciate, what you have, all those things. And the last track, The Visionary, it could be for any of us. Myself, it's kind of like you have a goal and a objective you want to go towards, and coming out of all these tracks, all these dark places, if you will, and rising above, just fight towards getting to that goal, achieving it, and just keep moving forward. Have a vision, be a visionary, if you will. And I don't know, that's just what I got from it. But there you have it. All 13 tracks, that's the mindset I had for each and every one. I wanted this to be a really inspiring album. Now that you kind of have the insight behind each song, it's basically, in short, the album's about overcoming, that dark place, even if it's just sitting in your head at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's okay we're only human. It's okay to get in your feelings from time to time, but just don't let it engulf you and consume you. Just come out of that dark place. Invictus, undefeatable, unbreakable. You're still here. You're still kicking. Keep moving forward with that vision, just forward motion. And on a side note, if you ever need to talk to someone, myself and others, there's always someone here to listen. That's what we're all here for, to work together as a team. Not everyone thinks that way, but that's a big part of it. That's what we're here for. So once again, hope you guys enjoyed and are enjoying this album. I put my absolute all into it. I am very proud of it and thankful for the great response I've had so far. So once again, thank you. I hope this helps shed some insight as to the songs, the titles, and the meaning behind them. So thank you for the constant support. I appreciate it.